Have you ever had a moment where everything just clicked? Where you suddenly saw life from a higher perspective, like zooming out and seeing the full picture? If so, you're not imagining it. You're stepping into an entirely new level of awareness. Right now, most people are trapped in the illusion of separation, struggle, and limitation. But when you start to see from a higher vantage point, everything changes. You begin to understand how energy moves, how reality shifts, and how everything is connected. You stop reacting to life and start designing it. You stop feeling stuck and start realizing you were never stuck at all. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to access that expanded vision, how to see reality from a higher perspective, decode the patterns around you, and unlock your ability to shift dimensions effortlessly. Let's dive in. For most of our lives, we've been conditioned to see the world through a limited linear perspective. Cause and effect, action and reaction, struggle and reward. But the truth is, reality doesn't work like that. When you only see life from the ground level, it's like walking through a maze. You can't see what's ahead, and you feel like you're constantly running into obstacles. But the moment you shift into a higher perspective, you realize there were always infinite paths available. This is what's happening when you start to see beyond the surface. You're not just looking at what's in front of you, you're seeing how everything is connected, orchestrated, and aligning in real time. Here's what most people don't realize: time isn't linear. Reality doesn't unfold in a straight line. It moves in waves, spirals, and interconnected patterns. When you expand your perception, you start to see these patterns in action. This is why you keep experiencing déjà vu, synchronicities, and sudden downloads of understanding. Your higher mind is accessing the larger pattern. You start to notice that the things happening in your life aren't random. Every event, every decision, every person you meet, they're all connected by invisible threads. And when you start paying attention, you can actually use these patterns to shift into the reality you desire faster. Most people don't realize they're waking up until they start seeing the world differently. The moment you start seeing beyond the surface, you're entering a higher state of consciousness. And this process usually unfolds in 3 stages. Stage 1, awareness of patterns. You start noticing synchronicities, signs, and repeating numbers. You realize past events were leading you somewhere the whole time. You begin to feel like reality is communicating with you. Stage 2, seeing the energy behind the physical. You no longer see people and situations as isolated, you see the energy behind them. You feel vibrational shifts before things happen. You recognize when you're being guided towards something higher. Stage 3, quantum vision dash, understanding the bigger picture. You can zoom out and see your life as a series of interconnected timelines. You feel a deep sense of knowing, even without logical proof. You no longer fear obstacles because you see how they fit into your evolution. The moment you reach stage 3, you stop asking, "Why is this happening?" and start asking, "What am I being guided toward?" And that question changes everything. Now that you know how reality works, you can start using this expanded perception to shift dimensions, collapse old patterns, and align with your highest potential. Now I'll tell you how to shift timelines using quantum vision. Step 1. Stop reacting. Start observing. When something triggers you, pause. Zoom out. See the bigger picture. Step 2. Follow the energy. Pay attention to where your excitement, intuition, and synchronicities are leading you. Step 3. Act as your higher self. Now don't wait to be aligned, embody it now. The shift happens in the decision. When you start making choices from this expanded view, everything shifts instantly. You're no longer moving blindly through life, you're orchestrating reality in real time. The more you expand your perception, the more you realize. You were never lost. You were never alone. You were always being guided. The signs, the synchronicities, the moments of deep knowing, they were always there, waiting for you to notice. And now that you see it, you can never unsee it. The question is, what will you do with this power? Now it's time to activate your quantum vision. Drop her in the comments if you've been seeing reality from a higher perspective. Type, "I am expanding," if you're stepping into your highest awareness. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more high-frequency activations and quantum shifts. Shift your frequency. Shift your reality. Welcome to Quantum Vibes.